Howdy, this is the video podcast of Ceci, Kyle, Sam, and Jared. In this podcast, we'll be answering the question, what new and old questions do new media technologies raise regarding the impact of media on society? We will be focusing specifically on the news industry in regards to this question. Some more specific questions we will be addressing are, what are the differences between new and old media in the news industry? Are there new standards in reporting stories? What is network journalism? How has social media affected the news industry? And finally, what are some challenges that newspapers are facing with the coming of new media technologies? New media has transformed the way that information is sent and read by the public. Thousands of messages from both new media and old media bombard us every day. The news business has been one of the most affected industries by the arrival of this new technology.
Old media, such as newspapers and traditional television, are characterized by their linearity, with the source of information coming from a single point, transmitting to the masses, with little to no feedback from said masses. Lawson Borders states that old media also lacks the instant gratification that new media can provide, with information being at the mercy of the given medium's time of transmission. The rise of new media, namely the internet, have become particularly attractive to traditional print and broadcast media who are looking to expand their reach on the web. According to Pearson, the most attractive aspect of the internet from the point of view of newsmen is that it enables the publication of news reports with an unlimited number of lines and pages. However, Pearson argues that while it could be said that the internet and related technologies have simplified many things, and even the journalism sector has acquired many things through internet journalism, news reports have not changed with the advent of the internet. The need for reporters to collect news, editors to prepare reports for publishing, and technical staff to publish them still continues. Although the existing technology has lowered the cost for many aspects, the human factor has not lost its significance for internet journalism. As we forget old media with yesterday's papers, we rely more and more on new media and the internet. Our access to news has changed with the use of the internet, and we are beginning to see new developments in journalism surrounding new media. The one-way flow of news from a news outlet to the audience has been replaced by a network structure. According to the article, Network Journalism, Converging Competences of New and Old Media Professionals, the four characteristics of journalism concerning new media are enhanced interactivity, customization of content, hypertextuality, and multimediality. Network journalism is when groups of people come together through the internet to work on a single story. News and new media has the potential to make the audience part of the news experience. In recent years, the role of technology in effectively distributing media messages has changed and has taken center stage in the modern journalistic theater. Audiences can individually choose what type of news are important to them. Citizens will become more direct and active information seekers on subjects they are already familiar with, while they will continue to favor assistance in fields they are less familiar with. Users now watch and follow news at their own convenience. This situation brings threats as well. The rise of infotainment and edutainment represent similar risk for public communication. These two forms of information aren't always correct and sometimes created solely to amuse.
Another important change in the news industry that has come about is the importance of social media, which has taken on a significant role in the way that news is broken to the public. With social media sites such as Twitter and Facebook, it is easier to access the information about current events than ever before. News stations such as ESPN and CNN use Twitter to show certain reactions to different stories. In an article by J.A. Hendricks, he explains how social media impacted the recovery from natural disasters. There was a lot of money and awareness raised through Twitter and Facebook. Journalists are now using social networking sites to share short sneak peeks to articles or stories. Though this rapid incline of using new technology to break stories has increased the accessibility to news, there have also been consequences of this advancement. One of the main concerns over social media taking over the news industry is the manner in which it is presented and the way the human language has digressed. Many adults fear that the new media has transformed children's language for the worse. Constant involvement with this internet language has led many to believe that the English language as a whole has deteriorated. Social media has changed the method that reporters find stories to write about. They will often look to Twitter or other microblogging sites to find gossip or rumors. Even if they are not fact, the media will take it and report on it as if it were 100% accurate. Journalists are not only using social media to broaden their audience, but also to find stories that will sell advertisements and create controversy.
The arrival of new media in the news industry has challenged the way that traditional newspapers do business. Before the internet was invented and became a popular source of advertising, companies used traditional forms of media, such as newspapers, to advertise their products and services. However, when the internet entered the picture, it opened up a whole new avenue for advertising. Companies could now sell their products and services on the web and could reach a bigger national and global market. This challenged newspapers and other traditional news sources to find new ways to attract advertisers and bring in revenue. According to a paper by Catrian Bert and Els de Benz titled "Newspapers Go for Advertising: Challenges and Opportunities in a Changing Media Environment," some challenges newspapers are now facing in advertising are new global competitors, free online news sources, migration of classified ads online, fragmentation of the audience, and a shift from mass media to targeted and interactive or direct media. However, newspapers have some new tricks up their sleeves. As Bert and de Benz write, new media also offer a lot of opportunities for newspapers to fortify their position on the advertising market. Some of these opportunities that they discuss are a newspaper's unique selling proposition, its contextualization of news and its local focus of news, print editions targeted to a specific audience, new printing techniques, formats, and advertising packages, convergence with other media forms, and finally the synergy between the printed newspaper and the internet. Advertisers do indeed value the online ad space of traditional media outlets. The study found that nearly 90% of the traditional news sites had at least one ad present. This is simply another example further illustrating the point that with the advent of the internet and the rise of new media technologies, old media formats, such as newspapers, have had to come up with a new business model to stay competitive. The revolution of new media has played a vital role in the news industry. Just in the past decade, technology has changed the way that we receive news. With the rapid inclination and advancement in technology, we have seen different methods of gathering and receiving news and bringing in revenue through advertising. One must keep up with technological terms and developments to thrive in the new media age.